Hello everyone, long time no see. I thought that I would share a video with you this month and show you some of the things that are exciting and happening this month and next month, and just give you a little health life update. See the new silver fox look, perfectly natural, absolutely done nothing to it. It's growing, so that's really good news. I hope you're well. It's Easter weekend this weekend, so a lovely 4-day weekend, and I hope you get to spend that with family and friends and do lots of fun things. I'm just looking forward to having a nice long weekend. We've got jobs and things to do at the weekend, so it'll be nice just to not think about work for 4 days. So I hope you're doing great. So I'm doing pretty well. I'm done with all my treatment. I've now started the medication part of my treatment. I had a bit of a setback. I've got to start a new drug that is quite invasive, but I'm not actually going to start that now till the end of May. Originally I would have started it by now, but it means I have to have monthly blood tests, and it means that for a couple of months things might be a bit tricky, and that I shouldn't leave the country. So we were desperate for a holiday. We haven't had a holiday for nearly 3 years. So, obviously we've missed the Stampin' Up incentive trip last year, and we've decided to forego the Alaskan cruise trip this year also. It just feels a bit too far to travel with everything that's going on. So yeah, we've decided not to take that trip this year. So we've booked ourselves a little week in Italy. So we're going in April just for a week, and we're going to Florence, and then we're going to Cinque Terre, I think that's how you say it. Beautiful coastal villages in Liguria in Italy, and we've never been before, and I'm really looking forward to it. My husband's working super hard. He's actually doing 2 jobs at the moment, and yeah, we could both really do with a break, and so we're very much looking forward to that. So let's crack on with all the lovely things I've got to share with you. So as you know, it's the 1st of April today, so lots happening at the beginning of the month. I normally get in touch with you via newsletter, which is where you found this video, and I list all the things that are happening this month. I'm going to be shaking my newsletters up a little bit, and I'm planning to send them more frequently and not make them quite so lengthy, but to just check in with you more often. And I hope that that's okay, and obviously if that isn't okay, you feel free to unsubscribe, but I just think that it's a better way for me to be able to contact you more sporadically, or not, perhaps not sporadically, more frequently when I have things to share with you, rather than sort of thinking, I'm going to have to wait to let them know that, and maybe we've missed the deadline. So that's the plan. So we have a brand new product. So unprepared for this video because I've left it behind me. You can probably see it just here. Oops. Oh. We were given this at our recent Stampin' Up conference called On Stage. And so we have a brand new product line to launch with you from today. It's called Paper Pumpkin. I absolutely love the name. And basically it's a craft box subscription. So you would receive a box for as long as you subscribe for, with a craft kit inside. Now they won't tell you what's inside the box before sending it to you, so it will be a surprise every month. And actually long ago I did this for a scrapbooking kit, and I loved it. It would arrive unexpectedly, even though it was around the same time every month. I'd sort of forget about it every month, and then I would come home and it would really lift my day when there was something unexpected, something just for me, something lovely in the post. I don't know that it will come via Royal Mail, but something lovely delivered to my door, and that I didn't know what was going to be inside. So I wanted to share with you what you would receive if you were to subscribe this month. So this is actually the April kit. So this, if you subscribe this month before the 11th of the month, so as long as you've subscribed by the 10th of April, you will receive this kit and the contents inside this kit. Then going forward, you would receive a different contents each month, and we won't know what they are. Now, they do share a little sneak peek image, but they don't show what's inside, and you won't know that until it lands on your doorstep. So let's have a little look at what inside. They're an all-inclusive kit. So what that means is you get a stamp set with every box. You get an ink spot with every box, and with your first box you will get a clear block, and that you'll just get that one time only. Then you get this little pack. You also get the lovely red box. Now, Paper Pumpkin is something that's been happening in the US for over 10 years, and it's a subscription service that has never been in Europe, but finally we are able to offer it to our own European customer base, which is very exciting. And you will receive instructions, and I believe the instructions are in multiple languages: German, French, Dutch and English. I think they're in Dutch. But the actual projects themselves are only in English. So these are, you would make 9 cards, 3 of each design, and you get all the component parts you need. So 3 packs of die cuts there, and often you get more than you need. So these are little push outs. So these are great. I love these. I love kits because they're great for holidays. They're great for crafting a small contained crafting experience. So for example, if you just wanted to not get everything out, or you had someone you wanted to just be a little bit creative with, you could get out one of these boxes and craft and create something beautiful. And it's a bit, you don't have to think too hard. So, you know, if you have a busy life, or you're a bit worn out, or you're lacking inspiration, these kits are perfect for that. So these are the card bases, and then you get the envelopes, and that's more for the cards as well. They're card fronts, I believe. Then you get a roll of double-sided adhesive, some embellishments, your foam dimensionals. I was just checking that they were dimensionals. They're dimensionals. So everything you need to create 9 cards. And it doesn't mean they will always be card kits. They will be different. They're for different themes. If you look on the website at the link, there's a click here to find out more information about Paper Pumpkin. You'll see some past kits for this year. So you'll be able to see some other kits to get a feel for what kind of things are included. Now, let me see. So it's important to talk about, there are 2 options when subscribing. You can either do a pay-as-you-go subscription, which means you sign up. Make sure you do that this month before the 10th of April. In the UK, you will pay £30. That includes postage. That is delivered direct to your door, all contained as a monthly subscription. So you pay £30 a month, and each month you'll keep getting a subscription until you cancel. Or there's the subscription service, which you can sign up for a 3-month subscription, a 6-month subscription, or a 12-month subscription, but you pay up front for that. So those are great for gift subscriptions. So if you want to gift someone a gift of something, maybe they're going through some health treatment, or for example, if when I was going through chemo, I would have loved this. And this is something you can gift someone for 3 months and send it direct to their home. You take care of the payment. And obviously once your subscription has finished, then the payments will cease. You will give them the option to carry on or pay as you go or whatever it is you wish, but you would just subscribe for a set period. Now, The good news is that the postage is all included. One thing to note is you order it via the Paper Pumpkin link. So it's not actually part of the demonstrator, it's not part of your usual looking online, placing orders online, adding items to your basket. They're separate. So you couldn't order the Paper Pumpkin and then hope to order a bundle that would also be delivered along with it. It's handled differently, it's dispatched differently. But what there is there is a dedicated Paper Pumpkin website that you'll go to when you order it. There are every 3 months they will share some additional items. So there's a die set available at the month which will coordinate with the next 3 months kits. You can add that, so you can add dies, and over time as we introduce more kits and we have a surplus, if that happens, there will be past kits that you can purchase. So you could buy refills for the kits. You wouldn't get another box, but you would get refills. So for example, if you loved a kit, say from January this year, and you have made all the things but you wanted to make more, you could hopefully buy a refill for that. So yeah, refills and past kits you should be able to purchase, but that's going forward because obviously we're only just launching in April in Europe, so we haven't got any past kits to be sharing at the moment. So another great benefit is that you will earn rewards on your Paper Pumpkin. So because Stampin' Up doesn't give rewards on postage, you will only earn it on the value of the cost of the contents of the box. So in the UK, you would earn £2.10 for every box that you purchased, or in Europe, you'd earn €2.70 in rewards every time you purchased a kit. So it's super simple to subscribe. You click the subscription below, fill out your details, fill out your bank details. Your payments will be taken on the 11th of the month. You have to, by the 10th of the month, you have to decide, you have to have subscribed. If you've decided to cancel, you have to do that before the 10th of the month. If you have a rolling subscription, you don't have to do anything, which is a pay-as-you-go. And if you have a set period of subscription, that will roll, it will continue for that set period. There's so much information. This is in addition to our product range. This isn't instead of, and so this is just something new that we're offering, but it doesn't take away anything from our catalogues or the other products that we sell also. So I'm very excited about it. So one thing to mention is this this Paper Pumpkin kit, which is called Lakeside Retreat, actually has been designed to coordinate with a bundle of products, or a suite of products I should say, coming in the new catalogue. So on May the 5th we have a brand new catalogue. Now I don't know whether you noticed, but I didn't say annual catalogue. So things are being shaken up and we're having slight changes and differences. And currently what we do is we have one catalogue that lasts a whole year, and then we have 2 minis that last about 4 or 5 months each throughout that year. That's changing. From May the 5th, we will be sharing 3 catalogues a year, and those catalogues will last for 4 months at a time. So this is the new catalogue that's launching on May the 5th. That's the thickness. Can't show you inside until it's launched, I'm afraid. That's the thickness of it. So it's not as thick as our annual, but it contains everything that we offer in one place. So if you've purchased from me in the last year, you will receive a copy of this towards the end of April. If you'd like a copy, then you can click to fill out the sign up form to request a copy, and that's also on my website. The details of that are below in this newsletter. But there is a bundle of suite in here, also called Lakeside Retreat. So there's this paper, which is called Watercolour Retreat. So your kit in your Paper Pumpkin will coordinate with this beautiful paper, which I think it's great for scrapbooking, but it has some absolutely beautiful designs. I'm showing you the back at the moment, so they're not the money shots as such, but let me show you the fronts. So we have these, which can be cut up and used, on cards or scrapbooks or just as they are. Then we have these beautiful fish papers. If you've got a fisherman in your life, or you like nature and scrapbook, these are perfect. We've got bicycles. This one would be beautiful for a seaside layout for all those pesky seagulls when you're eating your fish and chips. That's another lovely seaside one, great for holidays. So it's great also for the menelays, but without being too masculine. And then that's such a nice one. That would be great for a day punting in Oxford or Cambridge or somewhere like that. So this paper is beautiful, but it coordinates beautifully with the paper pumpkin kit, as you can see. It also has some really cute little trinkets. These are coming in May. You see these are little anchors. Hopefully you can see that. Lovely metal anchors. So these are the trinkets that also go with it. So that's Paper Pumpkin. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate. I'm here to help. Paper Pumpkin's new to me. I have never subscribed to it. I've never been able to access it. So yeah, I'll do my best to help you and we'll find a way through together. But I would love you to subscribe, because I think actually there's nothing nicer than getting something through the post every month as a surprise, because you deserve it, let me tell you. So that's Paper Pumpkin. I've shared a little bit about the new catalogue. I want to show you a couple of things from the new catalogue which I think are really lovely. So we will have 5 new in colours. This is them, and I'm a pink girl. You probably know that from my blog design, but also my team is called Pinkies. So these are the colours. Let me try and touch the screen so we get a true reflection. This, it looks white, it isn't. It's a beautiful baby pink, which I have been waiting for a long time. I've been missing a baby pink colour. So this is Barely Blush. This next one is Crisp Cantaloupe. That is an old colour coming back. Next up is Hydrangea Hue, beautiful hydrangea blue colour. Then we have Peaceful Pine. Sorry, I've missed out this colour, didn't I? And that's Golden Glow. So I've also inadvertently given you another sneak peek. So these are the new ink colours coming, and that's the In the Colour cardstock pack, which you'll be able to get your hands on from the 5th of May. We have the new ink pads from in the new in colours, but I don't know if you've spotted, but they are a slightly different design. These are going to blow your mind. You are going to love these. So this is the current ink pad design. This is the new ink pad. You can see they're slightly taller, but slightly thinner. But for those of you who struggle to open the ink pads without getting inky, you're going to absolutely love these. So these are magnetic. This was a patent that was bought from close to my heart when we took over parts of their business. And basically they just pull apart, but they're magnetic. So as you can see, as I get close, it just snaps together. And then what you do, you have a lovely wide case. It's a lovely felt base, extra large and super inky. And then what you do is you put the stickers on just like you would currently, but you can then mount it on the lid. It magnetizes to the lid. So while you're using it, that's the best way to have it on your desk. And then when you want to close it again, you just simply pull it apart and then it snaps back together. You've got slight indents here to be able to make pulling apart super easy, but I had to check first. I haven't got any ink on my fingers. And yeah, they don't feel heavy. They actually magnetize and stick together. Now I've only taken the cellophane off this one, but once the cellophane's off, they will magnetize and stick together, which means that they stack really well. So for storage, it's brilliant. You will be putting the stickers from the bottom across here, so you'll be able to identify what colours which. but you're going to absolutely love these, especially for people who have arthritic hands. The opening and closing of these is amazing. Now, we are only introducing the new ink pad style for the new ink colours in this year's worth of 3 catalogues. And in May next year, when we launch the new catalogue, we will be sharing all of our ink pads in this style. So it's a nice way, a nice introduction to start with the new ink pad style without feeling overwhelmed that you've got to change every ink pad, because you don't. So yes, that's a little something I wanted to share with you. What else? So every month, for those of you who order with me, I send you a thank you in the post, and alongside that I send a little flyer. Shall I show you the flyer? Hang on a minute, I'm not organised and I haven't done that either. Let's have a look. This is where I keep all the past flyers. So in the post you will receive a card. It's a fancy fold, and it's just a card of a design, and I shared how to make that, and also the fancy fold. So I send this to you to thank you for shopping with me, and inside your packet you will also get the instructions on how to make it. Sorry, the instructions are on this side. You'll get the instructions on how to make the project, and then on this side, make sure you read this side, because basically I list everything that I've used to make the project apart from one item which I highlight, and it asks you to tell me what it was the item that I've used but not shared the name of. So I want you to let me know. I want you to look at the card. You might have to look on the Demonstrator website to see what the name of the product is. So this month, for March, I asked what was the name of the stamp set with these flowers was called. You just pop me an email with the name of what you think is the product item, and then I, at the end of every month, or on the first of the month, I do a random prize winner draw, and that person earns or wins £30 of stamping rewards. I send it direct to your stamping rewards account, so you've got £30 to spend the next time you place an order or in future. Your rewards last for 3 months, I believe. So yes, you can have a little treat on me for playing along. So this month our winner is Tracy Warner, and I've popped the rewards on a little note off to her already. So congratulations, Tracy. And then obviously I'll be sending out a card this month with a new design, with new instructions, with an item that I haven't told you about, that I'll ask you to email me about. So please join in. So just as a little guide, this was what I sent as the thank you gift card for the month of January. I sent a little calendar. This was the one for February, and don't forget you get the instructions on how to make these with all the measurements and details on how to make your own. So that was the February one. You've seen the March one. April one I've yet to design. Something to do later today. So yes, so what else do I need to tell you? We have launched our, she says, where are you? Here we go. We have launched our last chance sale. So this is the current mini catalogue that is ending at the end of, well, on May the 4th, because May the 5th is the new catalogue launch. And so the items in here will be leaving, and they are on the last chance list. So there's a lot of discounts, up to 50%. So do check out the website. There's some things that aren't discounted. And there are a few items that are carrying over into the new catalogue, but not loads. So when I'm talking stamps and pattern papers and dies, I'm not talking about the basics there. Most of those will be carrying over. But yes, if you love a bargain, then do check out the last chance list. And also, once they're gone, they are gone. So don't be sad, don't miss out. If you've been watching my blog, I've been sharing a lot about the Easter basket dies, and I've very much enjoyed using those. Shall I share the products with you? Guess what? I'm not prepared, and I haven't bought those either. Let's have a look. let's have a little look and see what we've got here. So that was a little Easter basket table favour I made for the Easter table. That was using the Easter basket dies. Absolutely adore those daffodils, but that basket is absolutely beautiful. You get everything you need to create that basket. That's another one I created. I've actually sent some Easter cards. So I sent one to my son because he's going to Oslo for Easter weekend, so I won't see him. So the other one I wanted to show you, I've already posted. So I haven't got another one to share with you. That's a cute one though. They're sweet, aren't they? That's a lovely little set. But yes, check out the last chance list. And then just a couple more things. We have the product of the month. So this month it is a die, a large die. So check that out. See if that's of interest to you. That's the product of the month is always £5 or €6. Once you spend £70, you can add that to your basket. And there's a little tracker across the website when you're placing an order telling you if you've spent enough and if you want to add it to your basket. It's very simple. And finally, I'm also getting prepped because I have my first beginner scrapbooking class tomorrow. So I'm doing it in person. So for local ladies, I've got some ladies coming over tomorrow and I'm taking them through the getting started with scrapbooking. And it's a sort of 3-hour class. You'll go home with a finished layout and you'll learn all the basics, what all the, a glossary of terms, some links to products that are really super useful. We'll talk about design principles. We'll talk about different sizes of scrapbooking and different ways to store your scrapbooking. And I'm really looking forward to it. So if that's something that you're interested in and you're local to me, do get in touch because I can schedule another group of classes and add you to a list and we'll come up with a convenient date for those that want to come along. But if you're too far from me but you're still interested, I am considering doing this as a virtual class. So do get in touch because scrapbooking is my passion. Scrapbooking is why I craft. Excuse me, and I'm trying to get back to doing more crafting for me. So I have a monthly crop and that's just a gathering of people who basically just cut up paper and chat and drink coffee. But yeah, I make scrapbook layouts for me in those sessions. So they're not all Stampin' Up. They're just whatever crafts that I love, whatever papers that I have, whatever matches my photos. So I do that once a month. So I would love to get back to teaching. Long ago, before Stampin' Up, and before Stampin' Up was over 19 years ago, I did used to do scrapbooking classes and I did used to run a crop. And so I'm going back to my roots. So if you want to come back and join me, you'll be most welcome. And yeah, I hope that I haven't rambled on too long. I hope it's a nice change to hear my voice and hear me talking. I'll try and do this more frequently alongside the newsletters, which I will also send more frequently. So have a great day. Thanks for listening. And I will be hopefully hearing from you soon. All right, take care, everyone. See you. Bye-bye.